We're live. There you go.
You're nervous?
Like
Why are you nervous?
Hey, thank you again for being on the Rogue Interview Show. We are with
Christina Jordan. I'm a Board Certified Master Nutritionist, actually a top 10 nutritionist in America, and
Yes.
I have lost half my body size. I've lost 134 pounds.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
And that was so easy, like drinking water, you guys.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So
Exactly.
She just woke up one day and said, hey, you know what? This is what I want to do. Drink water in this way. But no, she has tons of secrets for
I
us.
wish it was that easy. I really do. I wish I could say that I just woke up and said, "Hey, I'm ready," and then I snapped my fingers, and my fairy godmother came in, and she waved her little magic wand, and it was perfect. But it wasn't. There was a lot of struggles. There was a lot of trials. There was at least 100 different times that I tried to lose the weight and didn't.
Were you ever in denial? Would you ever say, hey, you know what? I feel right. I'm a little, heavy, but I'm good to go. Do you give excuses to yourself?
Absolutely. I was the excuses queen. And, I'm so thankful. I'm married to the most amazing man who, when we married,
That's older than me, you guys. That's someone else.
That's not
me.
him.
That's not me. That's someone else.
His wife
I'm
is
an
married.
amazing guy, but
He's
that's
married.
another
Yes,
amazing
yes. You have the most amazing wife, and she's actually running the cameras right now.
Absolutely.
She's gorgeous.
Thank you.
And so I'm married to the most amazing man who, when the day we got married, I was 100 pounds heavier than him that day. So my bridesmaids actually picked him up. Yeah. So
I would love to see that footage.
So we have pictures. Maybe we'll post later today. But literally, when we got married, he is the first person to say, "You're beautiful." He was the first person, other than my mom. And moms say you're beautiful no matter what, right? They got the mom.
We got
goggles.
mom love.
They do. They have mom goggles. And so I think that honestly, learning to love myself was the first part of my journey. Not doing this because I hated my body or I hated who I was or hated what I looked like, but actually loved my body, and I wanted to learn to care for something I loved. Because when you love it, you take care of it.
Absolutely. And I know they always say you can't outrun your fork, but I always say that you can't outrun your mental status. Like
Absolutely.
if you,
Wherever
no matter
you go,
how,
there's your brain.
Yep.
There's your
no
mind.
matter how
there's your
skinny
head.
you are, if you're in your brain, you're never going to be happy enough. So.
Right.
I wish you all could see what I see right here. I got like 4 beautiful ladies, 3 in the back, 1 here with me, and I'm like nervous. I'm so never been.
You're in
surrounded-
our territory
Never
now.
been surrounded like this.
We actually voted for changing the name of the show because it's the Rogue Interview Show, and we said we're going to change it to the Rouge Interview Show.
Exactly. We'll talk about
Sounds
makeup
more
and girly stuff.
Chill. I like
We're going to
that.
talk makeup today.
Oh
and,
goodness gracious! They're gonna put it on me. They're gonna make me look pretty.
Oh, wow.
Prettier.
Exactly.
So I want to go back a little bit more, just
Okay.
because a lot of people think that this. I mean, they see you now and they're like, "Oh my gosh, it's amazing," but they don't see the struggle that you went
Right.
through before.
Right.
And what took you to?
This has been a
To
battle. It's been a battle, and so, and it's true. People just automatically look at the outside and they judge someone, whether you're small, fit, healthy, unhealthy, it doesn't matter. We make these perceptions and we don't know what struggle they've gone through. So for those who maybe don't know my journey or have no idea about where I came from, I started my journey at my heaviest. I was 271 pounds. I was a lot heavier than you, dude.
Yeah.
And so I started that day. And I could have been a little heavier, but honestly, I didn't look. I was in denial. I was putting my head in the sand. And there came a day where nothing in my closet fit. Not even my size 24 jeans fit anymore. Nothing fit. And on top of it, I had gotten diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. And it started as gestational, which hung around for many, many months later, and they said, "I'm so sorry to tell you, you now have type 2 diabetes." So, and that was in my early 20s. So I had given myself issues with diabetes. I had also, the way I was eating, the way I was abusing my body with food, I had given myself a thyroid disorder as well. So I found myself 20-something with 2 little kids I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I'm now on medications for diabetes and thyroid, and then they diagnosed me with an autoimmune condition called chronic fatigue. It's what they give you when they don't know what's wrong with you, but you're exhausted all the time.
And they've exhausted all their efforts trying to figure out what else
They
is
don't
wrong.
know how to fix you.
So you just put a label right
Yep.
there.
And I was having extreme pain all throughout my knees, throughout my joints. So they started trying to put the label on me of rheumatoid arthritis at 25. And then they added on the title of fibromyalgia, which, by the way, is autoimmune.
Yeah,
So
all of it so far is what
Yes.
you're saying is autoimmune.
100%, in which autoimmune, I'm now an expert in this now. I specialize in weight loss with autoimmune disorders, diabetes, thyroid disorders, which, by the way, thyroid is autoimmune.
Hormonal.
And hormonal, exactly. So I specialize in hormonal weight loss.
Okay.
What is your body doing that's making you store fat? Because honestly, I couldn't figure it out. And I know that you may automatically assume, which I know the world assumes, oh, she was just living at McDonald's, eating the french fries in the garbage. And yes, I did have that, but not as much as you would think to cause me to balloon up to that and have those kind of health conditions. What was happening is not only was I literally storing fat like crazy, I was trying to lose weight for the last 10 years. I've been on a diet since I was 13 years old.
Jeez.
I lived on a diet. I was always the biggest kid in school. I was constantly teased. I literally was stood up to go to homecoming by a kid that said, I don't date fat chicks, but he thought it would be really funny to pretend, ask me out and then embarrass me in front of the whole school like that. And so I will add though, I did see him many years later. And the dude is super obese and bald, so
I'm glad you didn't go Carrie on them. You know that movie Carrie?
Oh yeah.
You remember that movie when
No.
she started going crazy because
Carrie at the prom. Yeah.
No,
Thank you.
So many, and I even had teachers pass me over. Whenever I went right out of high school into college, and honestly, I dropped out that first semester because I couldn't fit the desks.
Wow.
I couldn't fit. They put these tiny little desks that are, just on top of each other to cram more students in, and I couldn't even fit in there. And so I had to sit in the back on the chairs, the overflow, because I couldn't fit the desks. So for me, my weight was truly, it was a prison for me. I couldn't even climb the stairs without seeing stars. I literally flipped down the stairs carrying my newborn baby because I was so big. My blood sugar was so out of control. My body was attacking itself, which that's what autoimmune is. Your body attacks itself. And when it begins to attack itself, your body goes into crisis. So you know what happens? You store fat like crazy. So here I am dealing with inflammation, swelling, extreme pain in my joints, all of this. My knees would swell up like balloons. And here I am on a diet. I'm counting calories. I'm eating 500 calories a day. Exercising. I hired a trainer. She trained me 2 hours a day and then would have me run another 3 miles. I'm working out 3 hours a day, eating 500 calories, and I gained 22 pounds of fat that year.
Jeez.
Well, what's wrong with me?
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Or
the trainer's telling you, you're not following my plan.
Yes, the trainer thinks I'm cheating on her with McDonald's.
Right.
Yes.
That guy is horrible.
I know. Oh my gosh. He's destroyed many lives. But literally, so she fires me. My trainer fires me.
Heaven,
she fires me because
horrible.
She thinks, and she actually, it was frustration, but it was also for my own good because she's like, what we're doing is not working. So you need to go figure out what's going to help you. So then I go on this quest of trying to find help. I go to every expert here in Arizona that I can get my hands on. Literally, I went to over a dozen, paid thousands and thousands of dollars, and literally there was a time where I shelled out $500 to a weight loss expert doctor who looked more like a car salesman. His nails were dirty, he was overweight himself. I'm like, how are you supposed to help me? You need help. And so I had to pay him for him to look me in the eyes and say, honestly, Christina, I don't know why you're not losing weight.
Wow.
Go ahead, here's your bill, pay me up. And I was frustrated. I'm not gonna lie and say that it was easy because it was very frustrating when all the experts kept telling me the same regurgitated vomit of eat less, work out more. But what about when you're doing that and it's not working?
Yeah, obviously it wasn't working.
It was not working.
So what took Christina to the next level? I mean, it's
All
like,
right.
it's all this, it's so frustrating.
He enjoys listening to this because he just doesn't think about cookies for 2 days and he drops 20 pounds.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
No,
Yes.
that's not
That's my husband too.
It's a
My
man.
husband,
You know,
too.
a lot of men have that crazy metabolism.
Would you like to know why? It's your hormones. You have different hormones set up than women. So women have to lose weight and respond differently than men. So men can be treated one way and women can be treated another. It doesn't mean that we're two totally different beings. We are similar, but your hormones are different. So you'll respond differently to me. And you know what? I'll respond differently to you.
True.
We're all unique and we have to biohack our own bodies, which biohack is just a cool, trendy term for you find out what works for you. So if you know that cutting out carbohydrates like that works, then you do that. For me, if I cut out calories, I will put on weight faster than you can even imagine. I did a 3-day fast and gained 4 pounds.
Jeez.
Believe me, I was frustrated.
I would look up the
to
scale and
a
go,
mess.
excuse me, I just didn't eat
Well,
for 3 days.
And that's why I don't believe it or not, at my home, I don't believe in the scale. I don't believe you should own a home scale. And here's why. The scale is not the ideal factor for mental health, nor is it an ideal factor for deciding how you're doing. Because I will tell you that in my journey, I actually weigh a tiny bit more than I did at my lowest because I started strength training and adding in more healthy carbohydrates. And I will tell you, I have a smaller pant size than I did when I was weighing less. So you don't want to necessarily focus on the scale. In fact, when I've taught at some women's empowerment events, I've actually taken a hammer and beat the crap out of a scale
I
in
got
front
to
of
hold it. It
thousands
was
of
fun.
women.
It was
And they
awesome.
loved it. They were like, yeah! They loved it, and there's a reason. We hate the scale because the scale is not the correct way to determine if you're healthy or not.
I agree with you.
It's not.
I know, I
It's
agree
not.
with you. I grew up in Mexico. I was born and raised in Mexico, and I never had a scale in my house.
You don't need one.
That was like
We
luxury
have
to
them. We
have.
have them in our house, but
Yes,
that's,
we have
that's
them in the
my
house now, but
addiction, I guess.
I
you could
didn't
say.
grow up.
And the scale
with
is
that.
an addiction. It is an addiction.
Oh, I can tell you
It's
that
a
I will
codependency
I will feel good
if it goes
during
down.
no, I'll feel good during the day, and I'll be like, I'm gonna get on the scale because I know it's gonna be better, and it's not,
Right.
and I will immediately feel worse.
Exactly.
I'll feel back to the way I felt when I wasn't weighing myself.
Exactly, and I did an experiment just a couple months ago where I weighed in on. I brought home a scale, and I wanted to show everyone this is why scales truly suck. Okay, I stepped on the scale, then I went and ran my 3 miles. Okay, I ran trails because I like to go run the trails.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like you. I
fun.
like to get outside. I
Yeah.
need the outdoors.
Exactly.
And that's part of me. When I'm outdoors, I feel better, my joints hurt less, and there's a reason, because my body needs that vitamin D to absorb the vitamin C and calcium. So for me to have that, I need to get outside. So I live in the right state, right? We're in the right place.
And that's all thyroid too.
Exactly.
Vitamin D and
Exactly.
calcium, all that. So
Exactly.
parathyroid and
So
thyroid.
there's a little biohack for your listeners right now. If you have thyroid issues, hear it right now. Hear my words from the nutritionist. You need to get out and get 15 minutes of exercise or just 15 minutes of direct sunlight a day.
Yep.
Okay, it will help your body.
Yep.
I like that.
Well,
15
and
minutes.
that's
Sun.
we have
Sun.
we have a
Sun.
daughter that has thyroid disease,
Yes.
serious thyroid disease, and she has been remarkably different in her attitude and
Attitude.
feelings and everything. And she's been running in the mornings.
Yes.
She's 15. She's been running
That's great.
in the morning, and it's just getting out. She's so
She
white
feels
as it
better.
is, but
She
you know.
feels better.
Oh, she does for sure. Wow.
So, just getting back to our scale, so I weighed, okay? I weighed, went for my trail run, 3 miles, came back and was up 3 pounds. Now tell me, did my 3-mile run through the trails cause me to gain 3 pounds? No. The number one, scales can lie. They literally can lie based on moisture in the air, based on the levelity, if that's a word, of the ground. You literally, and every scale will weigh you different. So if you're going to use a scale, you got to be monogamous to one scale all the time, and you need to weigh at the same time in the same way. And just know, based on cortisol levels and hormone levels, you will be different. So for my friends watching, I'm going to say this and you're going to hear this, and please, if you walk away with one thing, please throw your freaking scales in the garbage and get rid of it.
We should do a show on that. Just
throw the scales away.
Bring them all here, and we
will slam it
burn.
into the ground. No, literally, they are a horrible indication of health. Here's what you should focus on instead. Number one, your energy. How do you feel? Do you feel good? Because you can tell the difference between feeling really down and feeling up. I've been up since 4:50 this morning and I still feel good. I have energy. I feel good. You know why? Because I'm eating nutrition. I immediately get up and have a green drink. Then I have a high protein breakfast with healthy fruits and vegetables and a healthy fat. Then I had another snack not too long ago. So I'm having snacks throughout my day. Constantly. Whereas whenever I was overweight and I was considered morbidly obese, isn't that fun to get that label?
Right.
Congratulations, you're morbidly obese. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Like,
do I get a prize?
Diabetes.
Diabetes. Yeah, my
type 2.
But type 2 diabetes was my prize. Yeah, literally. So I never ate. I starved myself all the time because I was so concerned about having the calorie count, right? And then I was so afraid. And you know, we've had over the decades, we've had so many different fads come and go. You know, we've had no fat, no carb, you know, no food. Fasting's in now, guys. It's called no food. It's starvation, okay? It's a fad, just so you know.
Right now is really big, the juicing.
Juicing. And I'm not
the shakes.
Shakes, okay. We'll talk about that in a minute. But
we'll go into the shakes.
I don't want to be mobbed, and I don't want us to get mobbed right now. And if I even say the K word, keto, everyone's going to want to fight me.
They're going to cancel it.
But it's kind of like you said earlier, though. It's whatever works for you, what makes you feel good, right?
Absolutely. And that's the thing. You have to know what works right for you, because I can't assume your body's exactly like mine, or mine's like yours, or you know what I mean, or yours are like each other's. We have to realize that everybody is different.
Yes.
Everybody is different, and it is our duty and it is our responsibility to find out what works for us. Mm-hmm. And that's what woke me up out of my stupor, was whenever I kept searching for everyone to fix me, and I wasn't really willing to fix myself. I thought that I needed someone to fix me. So that's how it happened. I was literally sitting at the kitchen counter. It was around midnight. I'm crying. My husband comes up and I'm like, I'm so done. I'm just gonna be fat for the rest of my life. I'm gonna die at 50. I guess that's what it is. And literally I was like, I'm done. Because all these experts are basically telling me you're lying, or I don't know what to do with you. Because if you are telling the truth, you are a total anomaly. So basically, I'm either called a liar, either way. You know, I'm not going to figure this out. And at the time, we were working a lot. We owned a magazine, we owned a marketing company, we were traveling all over the world for our magazine. We were busy. We worked 100 hours a week, and I'm not kidding, for reals. We had huge staff, huge overhead, tons of offices. It was crazy. My life was chaotic. I barely ate. I didn't have time. We were staying up 3 days in a row to make deadline. And on top of it, you're looking at really high staff overhead. So we had the stress of not sleeping, the stress of running staff, the stress of advertising and trying to run these schedules. It was just crazy. And and we had 2 little kids. Jeez. And we're married. We're trying to balance this dream, right? We're trying to balance the hustle and family. Yeah,
I saw that one coming to mind.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And so my cortisol was through the roof. And
well, that's because of fight or flight, right? Your body thinks
that's
that
right.
if you're stressing out this bad, you're stressing for a
Something's
reason.
wrong, and we're going to
your body stores all your fat.
Exactly. Now, why couldn't the experts figure that out? So you know what I did? I just said, okay, nobody can fix me. I'm going to fix myself. So I resigned. I resigned from my own business. Wow. I did. I literally did. I quit. I said, I have to take the next year and fix me, or I'm going to die. Literally, I felt like a dead cell phone that was this close to dying every day. And I said, I gotta take a break. I've got to take a sabbatical. So we sold the companies, which was amazing to do. We sold them. We basically took a couple years to fix me, and I went back to school. I went back to school and I literally studied nutrition, and I still do. You should see, like, my light reading for the beach is a nutritional book this big that I look up ailments and I look up what's going on, and it's what I love because it set me free. If you want to know the keys to get out of prison, education, learn about nutrition, and don't, gosh, I will not cuss, I promise. Don't do another fad diet.
You're allowed to, but it's okay.
No,
not of yours,
I'm
not on
passionate
ours.
about that. I'm passionate. Like, please stop searching for a diet and learn nutrition. Nutrition, real food, because you are what you eat, so don't be fast, cheap, and easy. Be real. Be organic. Be authentic. And for goodness sakes, don't be fake.
See, nothing that comes in a bag or in a can.
Or in a box.
Or in a
Or in
box.
plastic.
There you
Let
go.
it be real.
Yeah.
Let it be real. It's that simple, you guys. And then if that's still not enough, then you got to look at if the fruit's not matching the tree. If your apple tree is growing apples, if you're doing everything right and you're still not seeing results, then baby, it's the hormones. It's the hormones. Because your hormones are the control central.
Yes.
They decide if you eat apples all day and you gain weight, then something's off, okay? And then we got to adjust the hormones, which that's what this is. This is all natural, organic, vegan supplements that help with hormones.
Right.
That's all I specialize in. It's for hormones.
Well, when
So-
we met you, the biggest impact, what you said to me was, why do you diet and hate it? You're going to be doing this the rest of your life. You have to
Exactly.
find a way that love the intake. You have to be able to like what you're doing in
We
the
do.
diet because it's a lifestyle. We're not
If
doing it
you're
for 30
miserable,
days.
you're not going to stay on it.
Right. And you
And-
have, if you want to feel good, you have to eat that way for the rest of your life. Because once you stop
Exactly.
eating like that, you're going to feel miserable again.
Exactly. And I also believe that the whole process shouldn't be seen as something that's shameful or wrong or miserable. That's what we do here. And I think that's what's really different about Fit Body Weight Loss versus any other weight loss clinic in the nation. And that's why we're a top 10, is that we make it fun. We make this journey cool. And because it is. It's not about, oh, I'm so, like, you're not here because you hate yourself. You're here because you actually love yourself. And you're finally going to learn to take care of your beautiful body, regardless of what it looks like. And everyone says, you know, well, what's the perfect size to finally wear the bikini? The size you're at? I'm serious. I'm always trying to get my patients, go do something you never would have done before, because it empowers you.
True.
Go do whatever it is that you've never done before, because you are amazing right now. And a lot of people think they don't deserve it. They don't deserve to be healthy.
That's sad. That is so.
You do. You do deserve to be healthy. And so did I. But I didn't, I was just like one of those people. I thought that I'm a mom and I'm married. Life's over for my whole, you know, Christina's world is done. I was Xander's mom, or I was Derek's wife, or I was Axton's mom. I didn't have my own thing going on.
You.
It wasn't me. And when I lost this weight, it felt like the whole thing fell off, and I discovered who I really was. And I wasn't shy like I thought I was. And I wasn't the background kind of girl, because I was the girl that sat in the back row. I was the girl that said, I don't want to be in the picture, I'll stay in the back, I don't want to comment, I don't want to go out, I want to eat at home. That's not really who I am. I actually want to go participate.
Yes.
I want to be a part of it. I want to run the marathons. I want to run the beach. I want to be there. And when I lost the weight, I finally had the energy to really be who I am.
You stop your excuses. It sounds like
Yes.
you say, okay, no more excuses to my behavior, because I think you got to stop your excuses with behavior. That's what you got to stop
Yes.
to and say, hey, look at yourself in the mirror and say, dude, really? Are you gonna freaking be like that, or what?
Yep.
Pull your head out of your ass. I was
Pretty
in the
much.
military,
Yep.
so most of the stuff
Yep.
that comes out is
It's not
because I was
sugar-coated.
treated. I was treated like that in the army. I say, hey, you know
It's
what?
all right.
Pull your head out of your ass and make it happen, soldier.
That's how our dad
And,
is.
and
Right.
that's what I say, hey,
Leave
up,
it on
let's
you.
go.
Well, that's how my 9-year-old is. No, I'm just kidding. He would be if I'd let him, but I get it. I get it. And you know, one thing I do see is people who not only just do they not feel like they're worthy, let's say they finally take the step and they're like, I'm gonna do this. They give up so easily. Let me tell you guys, if I would have given to my excuses and if I would have given to temptations, I wouldn't be here today. And you guys wouldn't be watching, and thousands of people still would be heavier and not happy, and there'd be no book, there'd be nothing. The one thing that really opened my eyes, because I was pretty quiet about sharing my journey for a long time. I've been at my goal weight now over 10 years and 3 kids, so I've maintained it. And I know not to pick on moms, but we do use our kids as an excuse. And I said that on national television, on the doctor's television show. Dr. Stork asked me, he said, what wisdom do you have here? And I said it in front of millions. I said, women use their children as excuses. And the room went, yeah, I just said that. I just said it because I did, and I know we do. We say our bodies are shot, you know, we've got tiger stripes, aka stretch marks, so what's the point? But moms out there watching, I'm telling you, you're sexy, you're strong, you're beautiful, and it's still there. And I don't care if you're 30 or 40 or 50 or 60, it's there. And you can be that. Again, I didn't lift weights until mid-30s. I couldn't do a push-up till I was 35. I couldn't do a pull-up till I was 37. So, you know, it's never too late to get strong. One of my closest friends, she owns a gym actually in the same mall we're located in. She's in her 50s, gorgeous, and can run circles around 19-year-olds. I mean, 19-year-old guys. She's got a six-pack and everything. And, you know, I love that age. There is no expiration for health and getting healthy. We get people that call all the time. I'm 60. Will it work for me? Absolutely. If you're breathing, it works for you.
I think that women will use their children as an excuse too for time.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They say, I don't have time to meal prep. I don't have time.
You don't have time not to.
Right.
And there's going to be
you
a
have
cost
to learn that.
somewhere. There's going to be a cost somewhere. If you have time to stand in line for your Starbucks, you have time to throw some blueberries in a bag, throw a hard-boiled egg, and if you really don't have time like me, I have a lot going on in my world too. If you really don't have time, then buy pre-hard-boiled eggs, or buy, for example, Sprouts Farmers Market sells amazing pre-grilled chicken and salmon and shrimp, and you can just meal prep that way. Some weeks, especially when we're traveling and I'm doing different things like that, then that's how I meal prep. And you know what? It's better than hitting a drive-through. Mm-hmm. And if you must hit the drive-through, there's places like Salad to Go, where you can get a beautiful salad, or Chick-fil-A, you can get a nice salad. You just can't touch the waffle fries.
Right. Mad Greens too, I love that.
And example, there are options. It's just, are we willing to put our energy there?
I don't know any of those places, you guys. I should have stayed all those like,
you should have seen how tired and bloated and crazy my children were when I came home from my weekend away. Yeah. They were all like, we had pizza and all that stuff. They're just like, blah.
Well, that's the thing. And we think that kids don't benefit from the results, and I'm telling you, they do. They super do. I know my sister's children have seen an incredible turnaround in the last few months and she's lost over 50 pounds since January.
Yes,
you know, since January. Yeah, you saw her when she began. And my own children have had a huge turnaround, not just physically but mentally. I saw my middle son go from a C student to a straight A student, changing his nutrition because he wasn't getting tired during those courses anymore, and he was staying alert and sharp. And he went from being kind of like, I don't really like school, I'm tired all the time, I don't feel good, to he's teaching math to other kids in his grade. He's a tutor on math, of all things. Jeez. He didn't get it from me. No, not me. No, he didn't get it from me. But I wanted you to grab something. See this large yellow? Grab that.
Someone showed me that today.
Grab that. I want you to grab that.
Well, can I do the little one first?
You can do the little one if you want.
This is like in my brain, so.
So this right here, you get the big one. This right here. You know, when patients. I know. Grab that. Put it right here.
Oh, well,
there you go.
Don't think I won't.
Do you know what this is?
It's yuckiness.
This? Well, yeah.
Well, I'm not pregnant. This is
you
like
should pull this out.
Nobody ever looks that way pregnant.
I love this. I love this for my patients. You know why?
Babe.
Because go ahead and give it a shake. Shake these. Shake, shake.
God.
Okay, this is a human replica of just 5 pounds of body fat. Just 5.
Damn.
So the next time you complain, it was only 5 pounds. 5 pounds of body fat is incredible. Here, you can hold the 1 pound because I'd love to give this a shake. Isn't this fun? I love shaking it. It's just so fun.
I'm not good at you.
I love it. I love it. Give it a shake, 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 shake. But
like shake your weight.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, you'd knock down all the cameras if you tossed that to me.
I love this because this is what 5 pounds of human body fat looks like.
That is, for real, this is
this is the
Weird,
real.
but it's true though.
It's kind of gross. It's fallen on the floor a few times, but literally, like, this is what it looks like.
It's like an alien.
I know. Did we get a picture of that?
Yeah.
Because we need, because that's amazing. And
Can we share the fat?
I know, right? This is literally the size of my
All the
firstborn
viewers are like,
child.
what are you doing?
Wow.
So
5
That's
pounds.
5 pounds.
Your first child was 5 pounds?
He's right around 5. He's tiny.
Little guy. They're taking pictures once we drop this to
Yes,
podcast so no
yes,
one can see what
yes.
we're doing.
She hates pictures, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she hates them.
You know what
I
though?
haven't seen it. You gotta go to her page though. It's beautiful. I really like it.
You really do have to celebrate even the littlest victories when
I agree
you're
with
on
you.
this journey, and that's what makes it fun. If you are not going to be proud of yourself till you've lost 50 pounds, how do you ever expect to go to
To
60
reward.
or 70? You got to be proud of yourself at 5 pounds. You know what? Be proud of yourself at 1 pound. Just be proud that
That's
you're
my
taking
mom. That's my
action.
mom.
That you're just doing something.
This is 1
This is
pound?
1 pound.
Jeez.
Imagine 1 pound a week even. And honestly, we'll have patients that, oh God. Someone
Can
we
I
know-
fry it and make chicharrones?
Oh.
I'll put them in a tortilla.
Yeah,
Exactly.
There's your keto
We do not
diet.
recommend it.
That's my keto right there.
There's your keto. But
Feed me.
you really do. You have to celebrate the victories, big and small. And that's what I did. So I started my journey, and I started by educating myself. We were the book nerds. We would go, and every date night was at Barnes & Noble buying a new book, or it was at the library, and we actually started budgeting for books. Then I went to school. I went back to school, re-enrolled, and to become a nutritionist. And I had 2 little kids at home, and I literally would do exams at 2 a.m., sipping green teas. And if you
Sit
want
down.
something, you got to do it. You just have to do it. And that's the way I see it, is if this is on your heart, whatever it is, whether it's to get healthy, lose the weight, go back to school, start a business, who knows, write that book.
So what make you do this? Like I know you lost
Yeah.
weight and that was your trying.
Yeah.
You're very passionate
I want to
about
help
helping.
people.
I was gonna say you stole that word out of my mouth.
Yeah.
She's really passionate and I can feel it. And you guys feel the vibe it's just like I'm so passionate about helping y'all and the best way to go is obviously to go to her website and check all the info. And she's good responding quick.
We
so-
do. We have a full staff that I never dreamed, when I began my journey, I would be doing this. I never dreamed that I'd be on the cover of magazines talking about weight loss and nutrition and health and
People's Magazine. I saw it in
yeah.
People's Magazine.
yeah, maybe you could grab one and grab the Women's World. Yeah, I've been on. I'm so honored to be able to have done that because that really is like the Cinderella of the whole story. Is 2 years ago I was asked by a patient. She said, "I'm a publicist. Could I just shoot your story out and see if anyone would like it?" And she called me 2 days later and said, "I've never seen anything like this in my life. Everyone wants it. All the big ones. Good Morning America, Extra, Inside Edition, The Doctor's Television Show, People Magazine, Women's World, First for Women Magazine."
I saw it. I
They
actually
all
saw it.
want it. Yeah, they were all like, "We want your story." I'm like, okay.
This is Woman's World.
Yes, Women's World.
I see it. It looks good.
Perfect. And we're gonna bring the other one, the next one. the
Yeah.
People's Magazine.
Yeah, Women's World was pretty cool. They actually, I told them I couldn't fly out to them, so they flew out to me.
Aw,
And they brought the
that's
crew, and they were amazing. People Magazine came to my house.
Wow.
They flew me to New York multiple times, but then they also came to my house for interviews and all of that. I felt like a little rock star. It was
And people
crazy.
come from out of state to see you too.
People
They
fly in
come
all the
out,
time.
yes.
We had someone just last week come in from Minnesota. We get a lot of Canadians, a lot of
Minnesota,
Californians. Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah, they came in. And by the way, her son made the ASU football team. So
Wow.
she just was having a heyday of celebration. And so, people do. They fly in from all over. But also, we have people that live in other countries, other states that do my program are seeing amazing results and have never, ever stepped foot in the clinic.
Yeah, I actually.
Oh yeah,
saw it.
oxygen. Thank you, oxygen.
too.
I forgot oxygen.
Miss.
Yes.
What's her name again? The lady, the black lady, owner of this
Oprah?
oxygen.
Oh.
Oh.
He's being funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's saying, who owns Oxygen? Yeah. Everybody
Is that
knows
Trump's wife?
Oh, stop.
It's not.
And now they're gonna knock us off every time you say something like that.
Every time I say something about Trump, I get in trouble.
Don't
I know.
say anything.
Then don't say anything.
But yeah, it's been a real journey to have that, because I was just like everybody else. I was a mom. I had no formal training when I began my journey, and I just got hungry for a change.
I think you had the desire, and that's what I was talking about before.
100%.
Because before you didn't have the desire, you were working to lose that weight, but you were going the wrong route.
Well, and I was doing what most people do. They think it's a diet. They think you need to kill yourself in the gym, hire another personal trainer, go on the next fad.
Which you did all
I
this.
tried all of it. I've done everything out there, including phentermine. I've tried Medifast, Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig. I've done it all. I've done the grapefruit diet. I've tried Atkins. I've tried keto. I've tried the low fat, no fat craze. I've done it all. I've done it all, and I might see results for a week, and then my body is intelligent and it responds, and then it shuts off all fat loss. So yeah, I get it. I get being frustrated, and I think that's why our patients love working with us, is because I'm not just someone that was born healthy and fit that just says, I'm gonna get you healthy and fit because I'm healthy and fit. I'm healthy and fit now, but I had to work my way out of the pit to the palace, if that makes sense. I was the lowest of the low, considered morbidly obese, diagnosed with life-threatening diseases, told you're gonna be on medication for the rest of your life, you're handicapped from your obesity, to reaching millions. Maybe billions, because I believe People magazine, I've been on it 3 times now, and each round reaches over 42 million. And the cover that I was on was their highest selling magazine for half their size
I saw it too.
ever. We broke records with that. And so
You're showing your pants, right?
yes.
Yes.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And that makes you feel good, just because you are helping and touching people.
I want them to know they can do it too.
Yes.
Yeah.
They can do it too. I am nobody special. I'm just a girl that decided to try and try and try and try and try, despite everything, despite all the setbacks. And I will tell you, a lot of people will say, oh, you must have money. Let me tell you, when we started, we had no money. We sold everything. We were involved in that crash of 2009 and 2008. We lost our home, our cars, everything too, just like a lot of people during that time. And that's when I lost my weight, was during the time of nothing. It was literally, we had hit rock bottom. I was literally bankrupt in my health and my finances then. And I found a way to eat organic. I found a way to work it in my budget, and I still did it with nothing. Nothing. I had nothing. I was driving my parents' car then. Literally, I borrowed their car so I could get groceries. So no freaking excuses.
There's no excuse.
No excuses.
No excuse.
My sister's doing this right now as a single mother, a single mom doing this.
And if you're healthy and happy, that makes your kids healthy and happy.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a patient. She lives in another state. Her name is Relaine. She's in her 70s. She's the sweetest lady, and she's never set foot in my clinic. She's lost over 117 pounds,
Wow.
and she works the night shift at a gas station so she can afford to feed herself organically and do her hormones and take care of herself. So she's 72, 73. She just had a birthday. She's a grandma who works at the gas station at night, all night, so she can take care of herself. So no excuses. I don't have the time. You don't have the ability to not make the time. You make it. You make the time. They say the top achievers in the world all believe in self-care. That it's like some 90%. It's really high. It's because they value themselves. The top
You're
achievers.
investing on yourself.
Exactly.
Well, you're the main machine. You're the main organ.
If you don't believe in yourself, who the heck will?
I don't know that. I don't think that's the word I was looking for, but machine works, I guess.
That's
But
right.
He tells me that all the time because I'm going to school and I work and I do all the things too, and it's
You just have
hard.
to
The
do
thing
it.
that they sacrifice the most is the exercise.
You do. And if you have time to sit on social media, you have time to work out. So
Yeah.
just listen to us while you're on,
Right, exactly.
on the treadmill
Yeah.
or walking.
I agree with you. I
Exactly.
think they said the human being are the number one adoptable machine.
Yes.
Absolutely. We are so resilient and we're so
Absolutely.
powerful. We have patients who are in wheelchairs who are finding ways to get little workouts in. We have patients that have, they're missing limbs and they're making time to get healthy. And we have patients, like I said, who have literally so many handicaps against them, whether it's lifestyle, such as they don't have the support at home, or financially, or physically, and they have illnesses. We have patients that have had cancer come in and do our program, and they're seeing great results. And what's so beautiful is there's no condition that you can't overcome, I believe, with nutrition. And even if they say there is no cure, I will say that nutrition always helps. I truly believe that. And if you fast forward from where I was to where I am today, I will tell you that I'm completely free of all issues, all medical conditions. I'm off of all medications. I've lost 134 pounds and I no longer have diabetes. I no longer have thyroid issues. I no longer have pain. I have no pain anymore, and that was probably the most freeing part of all of this. No more joint pain, no more rheumatoid arthritis, none of it. No more chronic fatigue. I have energy for days.
That's perfect.
I think so too. And I think that food has become the biggest drug that's killing America, in my opinion.
It can heal us and it can kill us.
Yep.
And we have to choose. Every bite we take is a decision. Will this heal my body or will this kill my body? Because it really does. And I'll just share something right here. Do you see this little blister on my finger?
Yes.
This is from having a bite of a pretzel. Gluten. Oh, look at her arm. Yep, someone's else. She's showing you.
Yeah, her sister's in the background.
I
She
have,
showed me earlier.
I have celiacs. I'm celiac. Celiac disease
Me too.
means that you can't touch gluten, lactose, or sugar. And when I do touch it, I get ill. So literally, I have a blister on my finger that hurts like a bee sting. It really does. It hurts so bad. So you have them too.
My wife is on celiac.
So a lot of people unknowingly are suffering from a lot of food allergies, a lot of autoimmune issues, and have zero idea that's what's causing it. They just think that, I guess I just must feel this way 24/7. And you don't really know until you get healthy and you're like, oh my gosh. The doctors don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
I'm
no.
just telling you, they don't teach this in medical school. They don't. They're not required. They're not required to teach nutrition in medical school. I think it's 13 hours, if that.
Yeah.
It's very small. So
And it
I
makes
will
such
give
a
a
big
shout out
difference.
though. I'd like to give a shout out to Hyatt Medical School, because the Hyatt Healthcare Medical Schools actually do train nutrition to their doctors. And I'm actually one of their trainers when it comes to nutrition. So their MD students will come here, they'll intern, and they'll learn about nutrition. So when they see their patients in the future and they prescribe something, let's say for thyroid, okay? They not only give the medication, because that is what they're taught, right? But they also tell them, well, you should avoid these foods, or you should try eating this, or did you know that this food will help with this condition? So it's not just about a pill and go away. Mm-hmm. It's about integrating traditional medicine with holistic natural nutrition for the best results. Because let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. It's real. It's very real.
How long you been clean now? I don't know how to say it.
Yeah,
Clean.
really, literally, it is. It's like a drug. Well, I've been clean.
Because food is it's like a drug.
It is.
Like sugar is.
And in the
horrible.
brain, it operates. In fact, sugar fires off in the brain.
Yes.
Stronger than cocaine, okay? So don't feel bad if you're having a sugar addiction, because it's real, and your brain, you have to give yourself the same grace you would for a drug addiction. You do. And you can't go alone. You need people to help you. You need people to keep you on track. Like for a drug addict to just say, I'm done with cocaine for the rest of my life, and their whole family's doing cocaine in front of them, even the 5-year-old, right? You're gonna have a hard time. And sugar is
That's not my house.
And the sugar is the only drug in America you can do in a kindergarten classroom. So it's going to be really hard to break that, and that's why it's okay to ask for help. It is. And I have been off of all of the sugar and all the junk. Doesn't mean I don't have a treat every now and then. I do. And
Donut.
no, I don't like donuts. You know what I like? I like savory. I'm a chips and salsa.
And chips and
I'm
salsa and
bread.
cheese.
Yes, salty.
Salt,
Crunchy.
And then that's what I get. I break out.
You get a
Yeah.
pretzel.
Get
Yes.
a gluten-free pretzel.
Yeah, gluten free.
I know, but
Snyder's, they got the
I
sticks.
just didn't do it then. I had the real thing. And
Oh.
so,
Can't help that I
literally, it's been
Yeah.
13 years.
13 years.
Wow.
Almost 13 years. So it's 12
I
years.
feel like the universe is aligning because that's the second time I've heard that whole cocaine and drug and
Yeah,
sugar
absolutely.
thing today. So maybe
It's
I
real.
need to get rid of my sugar.
Well,
That's my-
I think if you walk away with anything, it's not being more, like, don't let that be an excuse. Let it empower you to realize you do need help.
Yeah.
You need to treat it where you need the same help. And sometimes, just like if you're dealing with addiction in any other area, no matter what it is, you need a replacement, not a removal. You can't just rip away, I'm no longer smoking. You have to replace it with something. Otherwise, because you have these rivets in the brain that will take you right back to it. You have to find a replacement. You can't just say, I'm no longer eating this brownie that I've eaten for the last 4 years every day at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, what are we going to eat instead? We have to have a plan, and then we have to be ready for the temptation because it's going to come. And so,
Well, and if you don't replace it with something healthy, another addiction will fill in its
Absolutely.
place. So people that lose their addiction to something else can gain an addiction
Absolutely.
to something else.
And
So-
I will say there are certain healthy things I'm super addicted to. Like, I have to have a green drink in the morning. When I began my green drink journey, I hated
I
it.
was looking at, I'm sorry, I'm horrible. I interrupt all the time.
No.
However,
I don't shut up.
I know, right? It's
Right?
funny. We were saying, are we going to be able to fill 15
however,
minutes, and we're
it's
going
my
on
show, I'm just
45.
kidding.
So
I'll
no,
be quiet.
the green, you had something, you were drinking a green, I think it was like a
Green smoothie?
glass, no, like a wine glass.
Yeah, I put it in a fancy
So
glass.
what
She
was that?
always has
With
wine
green?
glasses.
Yes.
It was like
because-
wine was.
I know,
Good.
and you know why? I like, if I'm gonna drink it, I'm not drinking it out of a plastic cup. I wanna drink and I wanna eat off of nice plates and nice glasses and nice silverware. I want it to be enjoyable. And that's another thing, like I said, this should be miserable, this should be enjoyable. So I do a green drink and I put it in a beautiful glass that has spirulina. Spirulina is actually a water vegetable. It can be both salt-based and freshwater. And it has
You just saw.
I do both.
Okay.
I do both, and it also has kale, celery, spinach. It has a bunch of different cucumber. It has. It also has. It has lemon and pink
Jalapenos.
grapefruit. You could actually put that in. They're actually a thermogenic. They boost fat burning. So, but don't do jalapenos if you have IBS. It will inflame your intestines.
So, just to be clear.
Just to be clear. But again, everybody's different. So.
True.
I have found a green drink that works incredible for my system. And I do have a green drink that I recommend that we can leave the link below. And
Perfect.
if
Yeah.
people want to check it out, and if anyone wants to check out my weight loss program, this is my #1 weight loss program. It's called the Forever Fit Elite. And most of my patients lose between 15 to 27 pounds a month.
Wow.
I know, it's crazy.
We had someone ask us about what about alcohol or wine?
Well, alcohol and wine
It's
are
interesting.
sugar and pure decay for the body. So they need to be reserved as a treat. And I'm probably the only nutritionist that will tell you this, but if you're going to have alcohol, go with vodka with a little bit of 0 calorie and add some lime in there to help digest and break down those sugars.
He's smiling.
So
He's smiling at me because that's my drink of choice
Yeah.
right there.
if you're going to do it, but honestly, you gotta realize that right there is the exact opposite of your health goal. Okay.
Oh, yes. No.
So
I'm
once a
all for
month, maybe as a treat, an anniversary, a birthday, and don't have like
Not-
20, have like
Sorry.
1, and be controlled. No, I have patients that own vineyards. So we have to have real talks. And what's great is I don't tell them, no alcohol at all. We just have to modify. And for them, 1 glass a week is the biggest win of their life. And so we find a replacement. Because remember, you
Like
don't
a glass
remove-
like this.
No. They're going to
I'll
learn
have
to
a little bit
control
every day.
themselves. Because that's the goal.
Yeah.
Is what if they could
Absolutely.
just really only have that much at dinner every night? It would hurt them.
A
Does that
lot
make
of, and a
sense?
lot of the people that have dependency on alcohol, it's a habit.
And it's usually a B12 deficiency too.
Oh,
So they
well, there
actually
you go.
say that people
I
who
am
have
B12
alcohol
deficient.
issues have a B12 deficiency. So we offer B12 injections here. That a quick B12 injection, boom, and you're feeling, because it's a blood sugar issue.
Okay.
Alcohol raises your blood sugar radically. So when you're feeling really down and I'm exhausted, you want it and it bumps you up. So
It's a drug.
it's a drug.
Yeah.
It manipulates your blood sugar. So if you're dealing with alcohol issues, number one, don't feel bad. Just realize there's ways to overcome it, and it's kind of like having a baby. You can just have the baby and have all the pain, or you can get the epidural and do it an easier way. And so I believe if we can remove the struggle, why not? So a B12 injection, or I actually have this right here is an amazing, it's a super B supplement.
Okay.
It's not just B12, it's the B complex, which is what you need. It can help stabilize blood sugar so you won't crave alcohol or sugar or carbohydrates or sweets as much. So
I'm listening. I promise I'm
I
listening.
should get some of that.
yeah, no, it's amazing.
Super B energy.
Yes.
Yeah, but you have great.
I'm perfect.
Be
Don't
fine
worry
or whatever,
about
but-
me. I'm perfect. She's
you
not talking about me. I have no problem with that.
I don't have a problem with
Talking to
it.
y'all people out there.
You got to lead by example.
Exactly.
Just saying.
Practice what you
Oh,
preach.
goodness.
And I think we should close with that, is that I know a lot of people are looking at me going, oh, well, you have the most supportive family, or you have this whole support group, you got this tribe of people cheering for you. I didn't in the beginning. I was the first person in my family to reverse diabetes. First one ever. I was the first person to eat organic. I was the first person to lose any type of weight and get healthy. I was the first person, including in my immediate home. I was the first person. My husband was thin, but he could eat whatever he wanted. He got the DNA lottery there, okay? I didn't. And so for the first year, I had to control myself. I had to be the example. And that's what I recommend to you guys. Somebody has to take the lead. Why not you? And somebody has to lead your family into health. It might as well be us.
True.
It might as well be us. So somebody has to do it. So I'm gonna step up and be the leader.
And that's why going back to your struggle, they see you now. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They see you and they're like, oh no, she got it all down. She didn't have it down, you guys.
No, I did not have it
busted her
down.
ass for the
Yes.
longest
And a lot
time.
of mistakes too. A lot of
Yes.
mistakes, a lot of crying, a lot of just frustration, a lot of trying everything out there. Nothing works, a lot of money. And I'm so thankful that I can help people avoid the mistakes, the pitfalls, and the wrong turns and the U-turns that I had to make. I want to help people not lose thousands of dollars on stupid supplements that don't work, on plans that are just wrong, just scientifically wrong, and can do this the healthy way. Because a lot of times too, there's programs out there that they're $800, $900 a month, and you'll lose maybe 30 pounds, but then you gain 35 back in 40 days. So, and I'm not going to throw any names out there, but they're out there, and you can Google them right now, and that's what's going to happen, you guys. And then they finally come here, and they're like, finally, a place that's not a diet, that teaches real lifestyle changes, and I'm not going to kill you in the gym or starve you or shame you. This is a positive environment where you can really learn to become your healthiest you.
I am so glad we have you on the show, just because I mean you are a legit nutritionist.
Yep.
You know, this is it. She's like number 10 in the country.
In the country.
In the freaking country, no?
Yeah.
In Utah, I mean Arizona,
Utah,
California, in the country.
Well,
you guys.
we get
It's
patients
like,
from all over.
Yeah,
a lot
so
of
it's-
Utah, California,
Canada.
Texas, Canada, and then we've even had several come in from like Florida, over east, coming over, and it's truly inspiring to me that these people are so ready. You know, I don't know if I would have been as brave as them, but I know that the people who take the biggest risks, they usually have the biggest testimony.
And they're in good hands because she's so
And our
legit,
team,
so
our team
honest.
is wonderful, and I would love for you to meet the rest of the team. We have a wonderful clinic nutritionist. We have nurses on staff. We're actually board certified here. So what that means is that everything we do here, you can write off as a medical expense. So even the nutrition, wink, wink, like you can write off your food because we're prescribing it. And we do accept HSAs, which are health savings account, and FSAs here. Not many places do. We do, because we do have a medical director. And everything that we do offer our patients is vegan, all natural, made in an FDA registered facility, is third party tested, which is huge, meaning we send it off and we pay extra for it to go to a third party facility to make sure it's potent and that it's pure and that it does what we say it does. And we're cruelty free. Even our bottles, even our bottles are free of toxins and chemicals and additives, and that's important to me. I work too hard to get my patients healthy to put toxins back into them. And if you are looking for a nutritionist, a healthy way, the healthy way, then I think you found it.
If you're ready to make that change, because she wasn't ready, or a lot of people is not ready, but when you're ready to say, hey, you know what, I need to talk to Christina, I need to go to...
You can call us, and I'll give you the number.
How do they find you?
Yes, you can find us. First of all, the best thing to do is find us on social media, which is our tag on both Instagram and Facebook and Pinterest and Twitter and Snapchat. We're on all of them. I know, on all of them. But
You
honestly,
have to be.
it's Fit Body Weight Loss.
Fish,
It's Fit Body Weight Loss. And online at fitbodyweightloss.com, you can go and see all our testimonies. We have our programs. We're very straightforward. Unlike a lot of places, we even list the prices, and we're very, 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 very affordable compared to most. I know other places that literally sell amino acid therapy for $900 a month, and this right here you can get it for $129. And by the way, this is free this week. We do a free gift this week. This is free with any purchase this week over $99. It's amazing.
And you have something going on today too, right?
We do.
Offered something to
We
the public?
do. We actually have a summer special going on, and just give us a call and we'll help you find something that's right for your budget. And that number is 844-537-2408. And of course, you can send us an email through the website at fitbodyweightloss.com, or send us an email directly at fitbodyweightloss@gmail.com.
We're
And
gonna
follow
tag
us.
all that information.
Yes.
We're gonna tag it all here so you guys can see it, view it, and contact her. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
I really,
You got this.
I really do
You're doing
appreciate
great.
that.
He's like, yay.
I was looking forward to this opportunity
Yes.
because it's something that people wants to know. It's
Yeah.
something healthy, something that's gonna help them out. So
Absolutely.
I'm
And I
Season of
love
change
sharing,
right now.
and I love talking about, as you can tell.
Right.
We could keep
I
going.
just said that to them. I'm like, getting these two together, I don't know if they're gonna stop. These phones are about to die.
and about some of my interviews too. I'm not a serious guy. I'm
Good.
I'm just.
And you know what? It should be fun. And
Absolutely.
weight loss and wellness should be fun. It should be enjoyable. So you guys, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
Be sure to follow him at the Rogue Interview Show.
We're not gonna change it to what was it?
Rouge.
The
We're not
Rouge,
changing it
not
to
the
Rouge.
Rouge.
And be sure to follow us at Fit Body Weight Loss. We'd love to connect with you. Have a beautiful day, everyone.
Love you a long
Bye.
time.
Love you. Good job, guys.